In 2 Corinthians 9, Paul talks about how we should give. Now, I don't mean he cared about the type of resources we give or, if we use an online platform or the app or whatever. No, he speaks to the condition of our heart when we give. And so I'm going to ask that question, how is your heart? He says this in 2 Corinthians 9:7. He says, you must each decide in your heart how much to give. And don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure, for God loves a person who gives cheerfully. Now, when we give cheerfully, most likely we will also give generously. So when you give, how is your heart? Are you hanging on tight to what God has given you and maybe only giving because of some outside influence? Or are you giving freely and cheerfully? Now, maybe you've experienced the same thing, but Angie and I had a car. It was a little older. It had some door dings and some food stains on the seats. And if we spilled food or drink or whatever, it wasn't the end of the world. It was that kind of car. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Now, when our family started to grow, we got a car that was a little bigger, but it was also super clean. It was new. There was no food stains, nothing. And when it's brand new, suddenly I got super concerned about every crumb that lands on the floor, every dent that shows up out of nowhere. And we could, feel our anxiety increase trying to keep this new car new. Now, I think what Jesus says, it helps put all of that in perspective. He says this, he says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Now, no one is saying that you shouldn't take care of your stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But when your stuff starts to determine your joy, we need to step back and examine Paul's words. He says, God loves a cheerful giver. And my belief is that when we give cheerfully, there's also a whole lot of joy that comes with it.